Triangles. Worksheet 1. The sum of the interior angles of any triangle add up to 180 degrees. If we look at this equilateral triangle, all three sides are equal, therefore all three angles are equal. And the three angles add up to 180 degrees. In this right angle triangle, we have 50 degrees plus 40 degrees plus 90 degrees, which is this right angle, and all three angles add up to 180 degrees. Lastly, in this obtuse angle triangle, we have 20 degrees plus 30 degrees plus 120 degrees, and all three angles again add up to 180 degrees. Question 1. By calculation, not measurement, determine the size of the unknown angle in each. We know that the sum of the interior angles of every single triangle needs to add up to 180 degrees. So 50 plus 60 is 110 degrees. Therefore, x is equal to 70 degrees, because 110 degrees plus 70 degrees gives us a total of 180 degrees. For C, we have 50 degrees and a right angle, which is 90 degrees. Therefore, these two add up to 140 degrees. Therefore, x is equal to 40 degrees, because 140 degrees plus 40 degrees gives us a total of 180 degrees for the triangle. Pause this video to complete question 1. Worksheet 2. We know that the sum of the interior angles of any triangle adds up to 180 degrees. For this scalene triangle, we see that all three angles are different sizes. However, when we add them up, we will get 180 degrees. For this isosceles triangle, the two angles opposite the equal sides are equal. We have these two equal sides, and the two angles which are opposite the equal sides are equal. In this case, they are both 50 degrees. For an equilateral triangle, we know that all three angles are equal to 60 degrees. Question 1. By calculation, not measurement, determine the size of the unknown angle in each. Let's look at A. We have an isosceles triangle. We know that the angles opposite the equal sides are equal in size. Therefore, this angle is equal to that angle. We need to work out what x is. So, we have 50 degrees at the top. 180 degrees minus 50 degrees is 130 degrees. This 130 degrees must be shared equally between these two angles. 130 divided by 2 is 75. Therefore, both angles are 75 degrees. And x is equal to 75 degrees. Let's look at C. This is an equilateral triangle. Therefore, x is equal to 60 degrees. Lastly, let's look at F. We have an isosceles triangle. Therefore, that angle is equal to that angle. So, this angle is also equal to 50 degrees. 50 plus 50 is 100. Therefore, x is equal to 80 degrees. And to double check, 50 plus 50 is 100 plus 80 means that the interior angles add up to 180 degrees. Pause this video to complete question 1 by yourself. Worksheet 3. we must determine the size of the unknown angle in each. For A, we have a triangle which is on a straight line. We know that angles on a straight line add up to 180 degrees. Therefore, if this angle is 50 degrees, then that side, x, is equal to 130 degrees, because 50 plus 130 is 180. If we look in my triangle, 60 plus 50 is 110. Therefore, y is equal to 70 degrees. Let's look at B. We need to work out what x is. To work out what x is, we need to know what this angle is. 70 plus 30 is 100. Therefore, the third angle in the triangle is 80 degrees. And finally, x is then equal to 100 degrees, because 100 degrees plus 80 degrees adds up to 180, which is a straight line. Lastly, let's look at I. We have an isosceles triangle. Therefore, this angle is equal to that angle. 80 degrees have been used of the triangle's angles. Therefore, there are 100 degrees left to share equally between these two angles. Therefore, both angles are 50 degrees. So x is equal to 50 degrees. X and y are on a straight line. Therefore, y is equal to 130 degrees, because 50 plus 130 equals 180 degrees. For J, there is a straight line missing, so extend it on your worksheet. Once you have done that, pause this video to complete this page by yourself. Worksheet 4. Use what you have learned to complete this page by yourself.